Right, Monday, starting the week with some log press. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you are watching it. Really helps the channel out. Got a floor to overhead this week. Had strict press last week, but it was trash. It was really bad. My shoulder was all gammy, my right shoulder. And then I managed to do my left shoulder and jam that up last week by doing a deep clean at the gym. I was sort of trying to move one of the machines. And the boys sort of slid it along the floor, and it kind of pinned me between the machine and the wall, so that was good. So yeah, jammed my rotator cuff, and Joe, my physio, said that I was lucky not to have done anything worse, really. So that's really good. You know, I survived crazy heavy competitions and then injure myself flying home and moving gym equipment. So yeah, good job, Ben. But anyway, got lots of band work on the menu. Get the shoulders firing, get them loose, you know, loosen up that rotator cuff and everything like that. Then I can get stuck into my log press. Looking forward to doing a bit of floor to overhead work. At the moment, as I said, with the deadlifts and stuff, Shane wants me using no supportive kit, which is something that's relatively new to me. I've done a little block of it before, and it's going to be part of the plan to sort of limit the load right now and rebuild everything. So yeah, no sleeves, no belt, so log's going to feel weird. Going to have to use some intent on those cleans, and yeah, hopefully it goes a little bit better than last week. So I'm going to get warmed up. It's going to be some basic stuff with the band, lat stretches, shoulder dislocates, rotator cuff bits. I might show you a little bit of it, but it's quite boring stuff, and then I will show you once we get stuck in some log press. It look like Megamind. You know, big old forehead, isn't it? Christ. And a spot on it. It's like, good job. Oh my God. Should I be on camera today? Probably not. I'm going to try and be a bit more positive. Megamind. It's depressing to go from so strong to feeling a lot weaker, but you know, that is just part of the game. And yeah, there's some rehab exercises that I'm including and stuff to try and get everything feeling normal again. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who's more injured than me. I'm fine. It's just a couple of niggles, but they don't even really affect training. They just affect daily life, so it's just annoying, especially when you're trying to warm up.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Warm-ups aren't overly trash, so good signs to come. I'm going to go 100 kilos now. I think I'll probably do that for a set of 3 or 4. Just see how that feels. It's really weird with no kit. Log with no kit is bizarre. I feel like I can't clean it properly without my belt, but that's just all in your head. You absolutely can. But it's one of those movements where everything is so ingrained in a movement pattern that it's weird to do it without. So yeah, let's see how it feels.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
My lower back's a little bit pinchy on the left side. I've had an issue with that before, but don't really know why. So as soon as I don't wear a belt or have back support, it hurts on the lockout, my log. So yeah, that's good. That was 110 for 5, failed the 6. No kit is actually really hard. I find it really hard. So I'm going to drop to 100 because I can't be failing reps. At this point, it's just stupid. So yeah, not ideal to be honest with you, but you know, we'll try and stay positive. We'll get there.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Okay. Stay positive. Not all is lost. We're not back to novice levels of strength. Tried a closer stance on that one, which reduced any pinching in my back. I've been through this with my physio before, Joe, but a wider stance definitely blocks me from going into hip extension, which is obviously where your hips come forward to lock out like in a deadlift or whatever, or you stand up. Those are your extensors from your hips and your back to lift your body up this way. And there's definitely some sort of issue with my hip extension when I'm in a wider stance, pinching my back, especially when I go into like hyperextension, which I do in my log press, and everyone does, you know, because it's not a natural position to have your head cranked back like that. But took a closer stance, no pain at all, felt a little bit more powerful. So we're going to stick with that, stay positive, and get shit done.
Artlist.io.
Got that lovely post-set lean going on. That is promising. That's really good. 110 for 6. Power cleaned. Shorter, not shorter, closer stance. No back pain. Yeah, that felt good, man. We ain't dead yet. Nah, I'm not being dramatic. It's just, you know, the thing is, you know, a lot of other people get this, is that post-comp, not blues, but when you go into like a rebuilding phase or you've had really heavy comps, whatever, you strip all the weights back. Oftentimes, that's where niggles and like your body feeling a little bit weaker, because it's meant to. You're meant to go through peaks and valleys, you know, whatever. Everything feels really bad. And that's where you really need to dig yourself out of the pit of not feeling as motivated and not feeling as strong or whatever, and, you know, put in the graft. But sometimes it's hard if your body's like trying to fight back. So, yeah, I'm not being dramatic or anything. It's just a very normal and reasonable part of strength training. No matter what you are aiming towards, weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman, it's all the same. Peaks and troughs of getting stronger. But yeah, pretty damn good. We're going to move on to pin press now. Low incline. Last week was absolutely tragic. Did like 80 kilos. So be looking for closer to 100 this week to still be tragic, but a little bit less so. It's worth noting I'm always self-deprecating. I'm very aware of my abilities, and I know when I'm being purposely or falsely negative, so don't take everything I say super seriously. But, you know, I know what's strong for me relatively on stuff. So, yeah, I like to dramatize things, but yeah, I'm quite a self-deprecating person, so don't take everything I say super seriously, especially if you don't have that sarcastic British humor, which some of you might not. Little shameless plug, trained by JP, nutrition, performance fuel is goated. Get a scoop of that in there. Hefty scoop. Got the hydration electrolytes from JP in here as well, which taste amazing. Like, I know everyone says, oh, these BCAAs taste amazing when they taste like shit. I will not endorse products that are bad, simple as that. You know, I wear SVD kit and I'm sponsored by them because they are the best kit. I've been wearing it for 10 years. I've been using this stuff since 2020. So JP Performance Fuel, it's got electrolytes and cyclic dextrin, fast-acting carbs. It's great to have during your sessions, especially if you're doing something like strongman where you're doing, full body movements like log, deadlift, all that kind of stuff, to actually hydrate you and fuel you for the rest of your session. A squares bar and, whatever else people have in the gym, Jelly Babies, is not as good as fast-acting carbohydrates like this in a liquid form, and they get digested way easier. And I'm not going to bang on about it, but hydration is, the most important thing that could possibly affect you within your sessions. So invest in some Trained by JP Performance Fuel. It doesn't come in this, I just put it in there because it's easier to put in my gym bag. But yeah, it's superb. Use BenG10 for 10% off. I have a code for them that does get me commission. I'm in an ambassador role. I'm not sponsored or anything. I still have to pay for my supplements. But it's just great stuff and you should be using it. So yeah, invest in yourself, get the best stuff, and have productive training. Basically, rationale behind this is to build my raw strength. I said to Shane it needs a lot of work, because it does. So far behind what I can do with like leg drive and push presses and stuff. So yeah, we're working on it. This is really tough for me actually. Anything with a dead stop is really hard for me. So yeah, see what we can get to on this. It's better than last week already, so we're doing well. This next exercise is some funny shit. It's really cool actually. It felt quite good last week. Getting that posterior work, upper back. Yeah, it's very strange, but have a look. It's like a barbell row whilst holding a back extension position.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
That is deceptively tough, really, really hard. I can see the carryover that might have on things like cleans, and it's never a bad thing to be strong isometrically through your posterior chain. So yeah, I quite like that. It's really really interesting movement, bit of fun as well, something different. Got some shoulder stability now. My shoulder hated face pulls last week. I'm going to give them a go, but a little bit lighter, really trying to squeeze the sort of intricate muscles of the rotator cuff. If it doesn't like it, then I did powell raises last week and external rotations. So what I'm probably going to do is try some face pulls, but go a little bit lighter. Very easy on these kind of movements for your neck and other muscles to be taken over. So I've kept it a little bit lighter so I can actually feel it in my rear shoulders, rotator cuff, mid traps, lower traps. And I'm sort of using like my hands through it so I can just drive back my elbows, trying to pull up as high as possible, and that's actually feeling really good. Keep the ribs down so you're not going into loads of hyperextension like that. And yeah, I've got to try and do 50 reps, I think. So we're just going to accumulate 50 reps. I'm not going to push into crazy fatigue because then I'll start overusing my right side. So yeah, let's get it done. Right, I got one more set of those face pulls to do. I'm not going to show you that because I just showed you one. It's actually hideous, like crazy pump. So I've got a couple of minutes more rest before I need to go do another one of those to finish. I'm going to leave the video there. I always say, oh, that was probably a short video. It probably isn't. It's probably about 15, 16 minutes worth of content. But yeah, another sort of raw footage training session. Hopefully going to get some sort of topic-based videos out at some stage, but for now I just think a lot of people are enjoying the raw footage. I'm enjoying it. If you guys have any ideas or sort of topics you want me to go over, you know, obviously I'm a coach, online, in person, so if there's any like coaching topics you want me to go over, please put it in the comments. I'm up for any video ideas. Eating challenges, probably not, otherwise my nutritionist Emily will kill me. But no, really enjoying getting back into training fully and feeling good about things. So thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, as I said, like and subscribe really helps out. And stick around for future videos. Yeah, catch you guys soon. Cheers.